Hi, I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter, and I want to talk to you students who are graduating, going to be graduating, and kind of help manage your expectations. Now, despite what your career services office is telling you, the likelihood is when you graduate, when you walk out the door, there is not going to be a job waiting for you unless you have lined it up already at this time. You're going to be fighting for a long period of time to find work. And I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but this is the experience that I'm hearing from graduates time and time again. So rather than blow smoke up your derriere, I'd rather just be forthright. Now, the result of this is not to resign yourself to doom and gloom. If anything, it's to manage your expectations and to do that in a way so that you can be prepared for what will probably happen. So, if you think that the average student, if they don't have something lined up on graduation, is going to take 5 to 8 months to find work, well, you're not thinking of this race like a sprint. It's more of a marathon. And frankly, if it goes over 8 months, it doesn't mean that you're doomed to failure either. Now, in managing your emotions, which is what I'm really talking about here, you have to think like this is a longer race. And I've run a marathon. It is an ordeal. I'm not an athlete, quite obviously, and I finished the race, and it was hard, and I trained for it, and that's what I'm encouraging you to do, is to train for a longer race. Now, if you were out of work 5 months from now, what would you be doing financially? Do you think you'd want a part-time job in the meantime? Probably. You'd want some cash, because mom and dad may not be willing to kick in money, right? So, when all is said and done, think longer term. If it happens in less time, great. No harm, no foul, right? No problem. You'll land in your next situation. And if it takes 2 months, great. But there tends to be more time between interviews and more time before firms get back to you than most job hunters, especially recent grads, tend to think will occur. So it's pretty common that if you walked out the door and started interviewing instantly, it could take 2 months. So it's not unreasonable to think 3 to 5 months is short, and 5 to 8 months is more normal. So if you think a part-time job is going to keep you mentally focused, get it. If you think that connecting with a recent grad, someone from the class ahead of you through the Alumni Association, or going on LinkedIn, and there's a tab toward the top where if you use the drop-down, you'll find that there's alumni from your school that you can connect with. Reach out to them and ask them how they found their job. Do some networking and learn from others. And practice interviewing, because you don't want to have those dumb mistakes that are going to cost you opportunities that you work so hard to get. So again, be prepared for a longer job search. And if it's less, great. I'm Jeff Altman. There's more on my website, which is thebiggamehunter.us. Come over to the site and go exploring, because there's stuff that you can watch, listen to, or read that's going to help you prepare and help you find work more quickly. Also, if we're not connected on LinkedIn, send a connection request at linkedin.com/thebiggamehunter. And lastly, just if you're at my site, go exploring there, because there's lots of information there. There's services I provide to grads and more experienced people that is going to help you. I'm Jeff Altman. Have a great day.